But then I watch these videos.
Stop approaching women when they're alone.
No, men are weird. Stop talking to women you don't know.
Because do not approach a woman who did not inspire that. No.
I hate when men approach women.
So should a guy ever approach a girl in public?
I don't think so, no.
Is it too direct for like a stranger to come off the street or in a restaurant to say, oh, I think you're really interesting and get your number there? Is that?
Of course, because I had this type of situations. It's weird.
Sad to say, her pride is keeping her single.
Hey y'all, I'm in Walmart, so check this out. Me and my mama in Walmart, we getting packing boxes. But check this out. So I ran into a nice looking young man or man. I don't know if he's young, but he stopped and he's like, hello. And I was like, hello, girl. And he looked back, I looked back, and he kept walking. I wasn't going to beg him to say nothing to me, so let the man come to you. You know, let the man approach you. Don't ever go backwards and be like, oh, hey, what's up? No. Stay in your queenship.
Very curious, how do guys around your age, how do they talk to you guys?
That's the funny thing is that they don't. I have gotten approached at a party maybe twice since being here. Men don't approach us here. Which, you know, I find funny because there's so many beautiful women here in Isla Vista.
Honestly think that might be the problem.
Yeah, there's so many of us here. It's, again, very rare, but the ones who have approached me were like very, very incoherent and very, very drunk. I couldn't really hold like a clear conversation with them, so it's kind of iffy if it even like counts.
Noticing a lot of females wonder why dudes don't try to holler at them anymore. It's not because you're ugly or anything like that. It's just that shit has become so difficult. Back in the day, the worst thing we had to worry about was getting rejected. Nowadays, we got to worry about getting screenshot, called thirsty, and the worst of them all, getting a video of us getting rejected, put on the internet. Funny thing about the females who like to screenshot and call you thirsty is when the screenshot is coming from a text message conversation that y'all had. How thirsty can I possibly be if I already have your number? Y'all never fail to mention that he's thirsty, but y'all always fail to mention how he got your number.
Do you want to know your hint to go up to a girl? Eye contact. If they're just looking at you, they want you to come up to them.
I'm taking mental notes.
And this is my hint. I literally kept going like this. And we made eye contact, I swear to you, like maybe 8-9 times. So that was my hint, like come up to me, like I'm obviously think you're cute or something, right? Did not come up to me, and I was
so
like,
basically
read
her mind.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. I get back home, I wake up the next day, I get a DM. Hey, saw you at the Steve Madden event, you're really cute. I open it, it was the pink shirt guy. I was like, why didn't you come up to me, like at the actual thing?
Guys are scared nowadays.
Guys are so scared.
A lot has changed in the last few decades. Gone are the days when women were worth approaching and even chasing because they were valuable. Their worth was not only in their beauty and Instagram and identifying as a high-value woman. Modern women have a lot of things wrong with their thought process. It is delusional and reversed. I usually say that there is a law of cause and reaction, which means that for every action, there is a reaction. Well, it was not me who said it, it was science. But it is the truth about life, about everything. Modern women pushed men off by themselves because lots of men have paid for simply giving a girl compliment or trying to get to know her. It gets crazier because many of them are failing to take responsibility or take the blame for pushing men away. Some still argue that the reason why men don't approach women is because men are not capable of handling them, while some are fast realizing this and are bothered about ending up single. Let's start with the most important point. Men have not felt awkward when approaching women as they have in the past. All you can hope for is that you are not ridiculed, embarrassed, or blasted. Modern women have become intolerable, and men's refusal to approach them is a response of pride and self-respect to their long history of mistreatment. Before, it was supposed to be when a guy approaches you and tries to bring up a conversation with a woman, but now you can't even take a glance at women and not get blasted. You see those videos of men trying to stay as focused as they can be in the gym, or trying to stay far away from where a girl is doing her workout, simply because he could just find himself on TikTok later in the day being called out as a creep and pervert.
I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will fucking put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them. You see also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they fucking blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys aren't even, they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. So there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like fucking exposed on social media. So
men who have gotten themselves more caught up in this mess are guys who modern women term as average. Every time a man whom a woman is not attracted to approaches her, they simply just disgraces him and embarrasses him while she is trying to objectify herself and draw another man's attention because he has the rule of sixes playing out for him. The reason why men whom women term as average and just working on themselves and building a life don't approach women is because of the embarrassment of being labeled a creep and a pervert just because they are not their type of man. This is the moment average, broke, and hopeless women call men working on themselves broke and unworthy of attention and pussy. I must put this out for my brothers. There is no crime in living at your own pace, and no man should ever feel less of himself during his years of building. Instead, he should appreciate and embrace it. But this is where I am going. It is men of all levels who are not approaching women because modern women don't spare any man. And then they wonder why men don't approach them anymore.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they are like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
Many successful men have gotten messed up. You see sports stars trying to avoid women by any chance because they have once approached women and just tried to have a nice time, and they get called out for sexual assault and rape, making use of the dark power of the Me Too movement to ruin men. Celebrities and sports stars have all gotten a fair share. Many sports stars have lost their career due to accusation from women. There is a book called Guilt by Accusation, the challenge of proving innocence in the age of Me Too. And nothing qualifies what men have faced in the hands of women and the justice system than this. All a man needs to get thrown down from the height of his success is just a simple accusation from a girl who they both had fun. There is nothing a man can say to prove his innocence. Jail term and loss of career is almost inevitable if you get accused by a woman. This is how it looks like. For men, a man at the beginning of his journey gets rejected and is not given a chance by women, and he decides to ditch women and work on himself. Then, he takes years to work on himself and becomes successful. And after this, he decides that he is not going to let any girl that could not stay by him to start enjoying what she could not be patient and supportive to achieve. Then, he just decides to have fun anytime he wishes and just forget about it. No commitment life till further notice. And there comes entitled and gold-digging modern women, and they want to take more than what they are offered. And then, they go ahead and accuse the man of sexual harassment and abuse, and the court never asks, "What are you doing in this young man's house in the middle of the night?" And you were not forced in there. You came in consensually, and you did not report being sexually abused until after about a month. This is what men have had to face. Only a few men have been able to have their evidence considered and declared innocent. Lots of great men are only a shadow of themselves after they get dealt the Me Too blow. So this man here could have a coworker who got accused by a woman, and he watched him go down till he was nowhere to be found. And then women ask, why don't men approach them anymore? And men are thinking about how it's not worth it for them to spend their money and time only for that short time of fun to be the beginning of their short journey into the drain. Former Man City player Benjamin Mendy got lucky to have his evidence considered, else he would have gotten a jail term. How many men like that did not get a chance? So the risk of approaching a woman who might be a gold digger costing a man his freedom, reputation, and money is not worth it. So, the situation of things at any level is that as a man, the only thing you can get from approaching women is regrets. And then women ask why men don't approach them. That's a kind of dumb question. I have always advised men to get off dating apps and all of those time and money wasting platforms and get real with women. Approach them and create proper conversation. But now, Men have to consider if their freedom is worth it to talk with this not-so-pretty girl. This is the state of dating in the modern world. Men, get your passport or stay single. It's as simple as knowing your name and never become a victim for modern women and their troubles. Many modern women will need a lot of cats, and it's no joke. That's all for today on The Latest Juice. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my previous videos. Remember to drop your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video with whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.